Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, happy Wellness Wednesday. Popping in here after a couple weeks of traveling and not being available on Wednesdays, but I have a super exciting topic to talk about today. To go or not to go, that is the question. So we're going to talk for a minute about constipation today. And it was a little bit weird just writing that on Facebook and putting the little poo emojis on there. That took a little bit of courage, but we did it. And so we're going to talk about constipation today because recently I've gotten a lot of questions about that. And lots of people are messaging me and they're saying, my kids have constipation and my husband, me, whatever. It seems to be the topic that's on a lot of people's minds. I'm getting a ton of questions about it. So I thought, hey, let's just make a Wellness Wednesday video all about our poop. I don't think I've ever said that word on Facebook before. Okay, so here's some of our story. 7 years ago, our younger boys were 1 and 2 at the time, and they struggled with regular constipation. And so that was one of the things that we wanted to address when we went gluten-free. I wanted to see if a gluten-free diet would make any difference in their bowel habits. And what do you know? A 100% gluten-free diet for them cleared up their bowel issues and they were able to go. It used to be they'd have to sit on the toilet, it felt like, for 30 minutes, and we'd do all kinds of massage, and it was painful, and help them even when they had their little diapers, help them have to go. And anyways, kind of traumatic to even think about. But a gluten-free diet cured up their constipation, and we've had a few intermittent issues over the years, but nothing like what it used to be. However, we have found some tips and things that are going to help, so I want to share those briefly with you today. Our gut health is so important. You need to listen to your gut. If your gut is constantly bloated, or you're constantly constipated, or you've got diarrhea, or you have pain, or weird gas, or whatever, we need to pay attention to that. It is central to the rest of our body's health. So gut health deserves our attention. When it comes to our poo, we need to all be going. Recommended is sometimes 2 to 3 times a day. Yes, it should be soft, smooth, formed, and come out easily. Okay, so there's your ideal poo day, is 2 to 3 times a day, soft, smooth, formed, and comes out easy. Yes, Tara, our gut is our second brain. It is so important to think about this. So I'll post a picture later of different poos and what they can look like, and you can kind of do a self-assessment. You don't have to divulge any information to us, but you can do a self-assessment if your poo gets a thumbs up or we need a little bit of work. So if you struggle with simple constipation, I'm going to give you some tips. Now, I say simple because I don't want you to think that this is medical advice, and there can be some serious things that happen when we get a bowel obstruction or a twisted bowel. Any of those things require immediate medical intervention, so you need to listen to your body, you need to be smart. But for simple constipation, here are a few things that you can do. First thing is we've got to look at the cause. Why are we constipated? There is a cause, there is a reason, and I do not believe in Band-Aid treatment. You have a symptom, you put a Band-Aid on it. I believe in root causes, figuring it out, get rid of the reason altogether. What are some frequent causes of constipation? Medication is a big one. Stress, traveling, lack of water, lack of proper nutrition. So really dig down deep, pardon the pun, I knew that was going to happen, and figure out why you are constipated or your kiddos are constipated. And here are a couple of tips to help alleviate it and prevent it. Okay, we need to increase our water intake. We need to be drinking a lot more water. Now, I didn't say coffee and tea and sodas and any of that. All of that will have a negative impact and can have a negative impact on our gut. So we need to increase our water intake so that the stool is softer and can move right on through. Next is diet changes. And nobody likes to hear this, but goodness, guys, we have got to do something about our diet. This chronic constipation issue that we have in our culture is directly related to our diet. Come on, let's get this. So white flour, like Ooh, the biggest no-no. White flour products will clog you up faster than anything. So I have a son who chronically uses more toilet paper than he needs. And he also forgets to flush in between wipes. So what does that toilet paper do? It gets clogged in that toilet and causes immense amounts of pain and frustration for everyone else in the family. Okay, that toilet paper is exactly what white flour is doing for you. The white flour is just like a plug. It ends up being like glue in your gut and it doesn't go anywhere. So when you're having a breakfast with cereal and white bread toast, and then a sandwich for lunch with white bread on it, and then you've got white macaroni and cheese and white rice and white flour desserts for supper, all of that white crap ends up creating crap in your belly and you get constipated. The white flour needs to be replaced with a whole grain. Gluten is a big culprit for clogging up the system and causing inflammation in our gut. And like I said, we had major results when we went gluten-free. Okay, so get rid of your white flour, get rid of your gluten if possible, but white flour would be the main thing for sure. And then what can we do that's positive? We can increase our fruits and vegetable intake. They say 5 servings a day. I've also heard 9 to 13 servings a day of fresh fruits and veggies is what we need for our body. It's for our gut. It's for that whole system. Increase our whole grains, the brown rice, the whole wheat bread. All of those whole grains are going to help our gut. Okay, so we're going to increase our water. We're going to change our diet. We're going to look at emotional causes. Yes, emotional. We don't think of that very often, but just like I said, stress can stop up your bowels. Our other emotions can, so be very aware of that. Okay, a couple other things that you can do to help you go regularly. We can drink some Ninja Red every day. This is that antioxidant whole food infusion from Young Living. And if you need to be more regular, start drinking a couple ounces of Ninja Red a day. It is amazing what it can do for regularity. Also massage. So this is something that we have used with our boys. I believe Tara Smith is one of the ones that taught me about this. If you are currently constipated or your kids are constipated, you can do some massage that gets the gut peristalsis moving again. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your right lower quadrant where your appendix is and kind of where your right lower belly meets your leg, a little bit above that. Okay, so go to this right lower area and we're going to massage in a circular motion going the length of the large intestine. So we start down here, we're going in a circular motion right on the skin. We go up, we come up to where the large intestine now crosses over our belly, circular motion all the way across, and then we get to the left side and we massage all the way down. Okay, you need to take a longer time than I just did on that demonstration. But if you got a kiddo sitting on the toilet, you can do that gentle, yet a little bit kind of firm pressure in a circular motion starting on their right lower quadrant coming up, over, and down. Amazing what that can do to get things that are being sluggish, get them moving again. Still need to look at root causes, but massage does get it going. Another thing that we have used is Digest. This is an essential oil from Young Living, powerful for digestive support of any kind that you need. So we will take the Digest, rub it on our belly. I'll often use that in conjunction with the massage, and it gets things moving. Okay, so Digest is something that you really need to have. Another supplement that Young Living has is Digest and Cleanse that has essential oils in it, and it does what it says, digest and cleanse. In, out, out. We want a smooth sailing process going. One other supplement that we have found to be really effective in getting things going is Comfort Tone. So it's Comfort Tone by Young Living. And again, a natural supplement, help increase the bulk and get things moving in your gut. So those are some things that we can do in order to relieve constipation. For those of you who are just now hopping on, I've had a lot of people asking me about constipation recently, so we decided to do a video about it. Now, Disclaimer, if you have extreme pain, bloating, anything unusual, you do need to seek medical attention. Not all constipation is simple, and some can turn into something that requires emergency or more intense medical intervention, and that's okay. But for a lot of our kiddos, they're dealing with constipation because they've got a really poor diet, and they're not drinking enough water, and we're not getting enough supplements and oils on them, and so a few simple changes can get us going again to our 2 to 3 times a day of happy poo. Okay, so those are our tips for happy poo. I hope that that is helpful so we can be regular. I will post in the comments a picture of different kinds of cartoon poo and what it should or shouldn't look like. And I hope that we can all just be regular and happy with a happy gut, because our happy gut is the foundation for the rest of our body. Okay? Bye guys. Be well.